Yo, what up? It is Tom, the CEO of the thing that I made up. Now, I'm gonna have a little aforementioned goodbye video, a little aforementioned farewell in my aforementioned basement. But I like to call this a headquarters, even though it's more like a murder style, really creepy, a lot of miniatures everywhere, like a 7-year-old dwells here. But we're not going to talk about that. We're gonna focus on the quick goodbye. I want to make a little quick. Oh, by the way, you may have noticed my Thrasher tee. I'm really shitty at skating. Watch my shitty skate videos, by the way. I'm terrible, but I'm also what you would call a aforementioned poser. So that means I rock the wear, I walk the walk, but I definitely aforementioned cannot talk the aforementioned talk. So that being said, we're just gonna rock the shirt like we are a skater, even though we are totally the opposite. Do I own a skateboard? Yes. Do I know how to do anything on it? So Thrasher. So, because we like to think that we're aforementioned 20 when we're actually a greasy failure of a 40-year-old. Okay, so I want to make this real quick. I'm going to make this about 3 hours long, maybe like an 18-part series. Real quick, a real fast edition. I like to make up words too, because I'm like a wordsmith, Editionaropolis. I'll just throw that in there. Just give that to you while I'm at it. Because I am a teacher of the sorts, I am kind of like an oracle. So moving on, because I like to be real quick with my stuff, I'm just gonna say goodbye. Starting off with my biography that no one really asked for, but I'm still gonna aforementioned say the entire life that I've lived to this YouTube community that is most likely half wits and mentally challenged people. But you know what? When they like my videos, I have a good day. So that being said, I was in a company of for about 50 years because everything I say is fact, and I quit because I quit. That's totally what happened. Not that I'm a piece of shit. It's that I quit because I'm better. I'm just better than a lot of the aforementioned people, out there. So that being said, I left that, was still doing videos along the way, still somehow found time to do these really shitty things. You know what? I found the time when I was ignoring work tasks. When I got really important work stuff to do at work, I just kind of ignored that and made YouTube videos and really touched up my YouTube life. My only life, actually. We like to tell ourselves we're way up there, so let's just keep thinking way up there, lawn freaks. So that being said, a little aforementioned continuing, I left that job to go to another job. Now I just want to tell you that I've done this like 4,000 times right now in my basement, like these takes, because I have nothing better to do. So I just want to let you know that I'm also, an anxietied out, nervous wreck, a little aforementioned nervous wreck. So, just want to let you know that as well. That's why I have to do so many takes of things, because I'm like really cringy and awkward. But nope, almost lost it there. Almost lost the super cool, everyone loves guy. All right, so moving on, I move into a farewell. This is gonna be my final farewell. Even though after this I made a video that was 50 minutes of me sitting at my kitchen table, little aforementioned sitting. A little, Jimi Hendrix also sat at his table, but he's kind of lame, so he's a hippie, wears a lot of sandals, so, shouldn't say it, but whatever, he's just kind of lame guy, but whatever, so sitting at my table, and, what I didn't like is this aforementioned commenter on YouTube who really got under my skin, because he said a lot of things that were true, but they were also negative. And sorry about that, hiccup freaks. Lost some footage, airtime, some important celebrity airtime, because my ranting goes on and never really gets to an aforementioned place. So I kind of have to, just keep going until the camera stops, and because I will never stop. So that being said, I just want to move on to my points. You know, I had a different video, but someone said some really nasty, you know, true negative things, and I don't like true negative things about myself. So I just took the whole thing down because, you know, I don't want to face that music, that aforementioned music, all right? So I'm going to call this a retirement, even though I made this whole thing, this whole YouTube little channel, and, you know, kept it going through, you know, all these many eons, you know, and ice ages, and it's conquered men, and, you know, I'm not saying I'm Washington, you know, but I'm pretty close. So that being said, you know, I'm going to call this a retirement, a little aforementioned retirement, even though that is not the right word at all. You know, I'm retiring, even though I'm going to still be a greasy, shitty grocery store manager. This is my retirement. Even though I might work for another 10 years in the worst hellhole ever, as the worst scumbag ever, this is my retirement. So that being said, you know, just gotta move on. That's it. You know, I gotta be done. And one thing I gotta mention here, is that I want to be out there. You know, I want to be out there. I want to be studying, you know, the Malva pelvifloria, the Achillea petarsmia, you know, the Scatularia glagotularia, the Areola spinosa, the Linaria vulgaris, the Sempervium tectorum. You know, shit that I looked up real quick before making this video, so I sounded smart. I want to, you know, really get my hands dirty in that mud like a 3-year-old. You know, I just want to play around in it. I just want to eat it. I just want to spit it at people when they ask me, what do you do? And I want to be like, I'm aforementioned, making a little aforementioned mud pile. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that. That's kind of my next big project, is sitting by the road, the side of the road, eating mud. So I want to do that. And I might record it. Who knows? Who knows? In the next edition, you know, a continuation, as we can call it, of the Great Saga. So, you know, quit my job. I just want to let you know, these are the best videos I've ever made, you know, ever, says me about my own aforementioned thing. So, I always got my head stuck in this camera, you know, and I got to just, you know, because I got nothing to do with my life, I just got to get it out of the camera, you know, and go put it in some other people's faces and ruin their day. So I think I'm going to do that. Instead of doing this, I'm going to make the world even shittier than it is with these shitty long care videos. So that being said, you know, I can't you know, divert from the master plan, you know, that God has for me. So I have to do this, you know. So this is going to be it. That's it. And, oh yeah, real quick, a little aforementioned thank you to all these things behind me. You know, they've really had my back, you know, these past couple of years, and I just want to say a little aforementioned thank you. So that's you know, that's a clip for, like, you can use that for chips or anything. A little aforementioned gum stick right there. You know, you have a screw. You know, you got Post-its. So these things have aforementioned kept me going, and, you know, I said some nice things about you. So, you know, said some nice things about you. Just want to say, hey, I'm looking at you, Post-it notes. I said some good things about you, Post-it notes. So, you know, I mean, I know these things are the equivalent to what I'm giving a thank you to, so I thought just might as well use that as a reference point. As the equivalent to the level of importance of the people that I'm thanking, that's about it. So it says a lot about who I am and why I'm leaving. So that's it. I'm going to make another 40-part little mini-series about why I'm leaving, and then I'm going to do an interview with my shoe. My boot has seen a lot of action out there in the garden, and I'm definitely going to ask it about questions, because it's checked through the soil, and it's checked through the, Linaria vulgaris. Yeah, because I'm a smart gardener guy who knows his shit. So I just want to be out there with the vulgaris. That's it. Man, I'm really gonna miss this place, you know. I cried in that corner, a little aforementioned crying, because I'm a loser. I'm a loser in his 40s who makes YouTube videos, and then when he makes videos about leaving these YouTube videos, he acts like it's a cruise ship. departing, and he's got to have all these aforementioned people cheering him. I mean, it's the aforementioned same thing. So that corner, I remember realizing I'm a nobody, but just keeping on going with it. I'm just gonna keep on going with it. Man, so I'm done. This is me being done. Me still talking, a little